High above the ocean waves, aboard one of the most powerful symbols of American military might, a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier, fighter pilots perform one of the most dramatic and high-stakes operations in naval aviation, the catapult-assisted takeoff. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Takeoff channel. A U.S. Navy fighter pilot's journey to the sky begins below deck in the ready room. There, the pilot receives the latest briefing on weather conditions, mission objectives, flight path, potential threats, and communication protocols. For these pilots, launching from the narrow deck of a moving ship in the middle of the sea is both routine and incredibly complex, requiring immense precision, teamwork, and nerves of steel. Once suited up in flight gear, including a G-suit, helmet, oxygen mask, and survival equipment, the pilot makes their way to the aircraft on the flight deck. The flight deck of an aircraft carrier is one of the most dangerous work environments in the world. It's a noisy, chaotic place filled with jet blasts, moving aircraft, and spinning propellers, all while the massive ship plows through the ocean at over 30 knots. Communication is done through hand signals and colored jerseys worn by specialized flight crew members. Every person on the deck has a specific role, from aircraft handling to launch coordination. Once at the aircraft, typically an FA-18 Super Hornet or the cutting-edge F-35C Lightning II, the pilot climbs into the cockpit and begins a series of rigorous pre-flight checks. The jet is connected to one of the steam or electromagnetic catapults, systems designed to accelerate a 20-ton jet from 0 to over 150 miles per hour in just 2 seconds, over less than 300 feet of deck space. With the aircraft fully powered and the catapult armed, the flight deck crew begins the final launch sequence. The pilot lowers the canopy, locks it in place, and runs through the checklist with the launch officer, known as the shooter. Meanwhile, the plane's wings are unfolded, flaps adjusted, and the holdback bar, designed to keep the aircraft stationary as full thrust is applied, is engaged. At this point, the pilot's heart is pounding. The engines roar at full power. The shooter crouches, gives a salute, then points forward, the universal signal for launch. Suddenly, the catapult fires. In a blur of motion and thunderous noise, the jet surges forward, slamming the pilot back into their seat as they hurtle off the edge of the carrier deck and into the open sky. Within moments of leaving the deck, the pilot carefully pulls the control stick to stabilize the climb. A successful takeoff is followed by gear retraction and communication with the carrier's air traffic controllers. Now airborne, the pilot is on mission, whether it's combat patrol, training, or support operations. This takeoff process is repeated daily by skilled aviators across the U.S. Navy fleet, often in challenging weather, high seas, or near combat zones. While highly practiced, each launch remains a technical ballet of timing, engineering, and human skill. Modern carriers like the USS Gerald Ford feature electromagnetic aircraft launch systems, replacing steam catapults. Electromagnetic aircraft launch systems allows for more precise acceleration, reduced stress on aircraft frames, and improved efficiency. This marks a leap forward in the way Navy pilots take to the skies from sea. Navy pilots undergo years of intense training to earn the right to fly from carriers. After basic flight school and advanced training in carrier landing and takeoff techniques, aviators participate in carrier qualifications, a test where they must successfully launch and land on a carrier multiple times. Only those who pass are deemed ready for deployment. The aircraft carrier takeoff is not just a technical maneuver. It is a symbol of U.S. naval power and global reach. The ability to launch fighter jets from a floating airbase anywhere in the world gives the United States unmatched strategic flexibility. Navy pilots, supported by thousands of sailors and technicians, are the sharp edge of that capability. Each launch is a reminder of the dedication, skill, and courage required to operate in the complex world of naval aviation, where every second counts and the margin for error is razor thin. This high-stakes launch process doesn't end once the pilot is airborne. Coordination with other aircraft, airborne waiting and control systems planes, and surface ships often follows. Pilots must remain constantly alert, navigating not just the skies, but also maintaining awareness of enemy radar zones, weather changes, and potential mechanical issues. Every mission reflects the synergy between human skill and technological precision. Back on the carrier, preparations are already underway for the next launch or recovery. In this endless cycle, the U.S. Navy's carrier-based pilots stand as elite guardians of freedom, ready to respond anywhere in the world at a moment's notice.